everyone. We're back in my car. We missed a day yesterday, but what can you do? Honestly, I've realized that recapping each game as it happened and taking notes on it actually makes watching the games not very fun. So I'm actually just going to react to what happened now because realistically, you all watched the games. So we're going to go with this format now, and they're going to be a lot shorter because realistically, everyone likes predictions better. But let's recap the last 2 days of round 4 of the World's 2024 Swiss stage. G2 versus T1, I got this one wrong. G2 just disappointed me brutally in the first game. They just got completely kind of outclassed. It felt like Zeus and Owner put on an absolute clinic, especially Zeus in that game on the Gragas, just wrecking house. This whole series was kind of depressing, to be honest, picking G2 and hoping they'd win, and knowing that T1 just at Worlds, apparently they're just better, and you got to accept that. And yeah, even game 2, G2, they were doing all right, but then they lost. They were coming back, but it was just like 1 or 2 fights, and overall just didn't quite feel like they were where they needed to be to win that game, and T1 just got that clutch factor. Already looks like one of the best 4 teams at the tournament. Full opinion switch on them. So they qualify. In the next game, BLG versus PSG. BLG just felt like making PSG feel like they had hope, but at the same time, it makes you feel very unconfident in them as a team. I still don't know what I'm picking for them versus G2 coming up. Truly, have no clue. But yeah, in the end, they just smashed PSG. It wasn't that close. We're keeping it short and sweet because realistically, what we care about, let's be honest, is the fun games that are tomorrow. So let's get to today. They just wrapped up. Weibo versus Fnatic. Fnatic, they got that game. Everyone was hyped, and then they just found a way to lose. Honestly, they really did just find a way to lose. Respect, honestly. Weibo was not exactly the strongest looking team ever, but here we are talking about Fnatic once again losing. Yeah, I really like Noah's Varus in this series. I said it a little earlier in the tournament. I thought it was a good pick. Then I kind of fell off of it. I mean, it looked great here, but I don't know. That Nidalee sucked. That was bad. I don't think that's a champion that should be getting picked ever, personally. I think the downside is just too much. But yeah, game 2, just Fnatic got just rolled horribly, just got completely destroyed. And game 3 really wasn't much better. It was actually a very sad way for them to go out. They kind of just got ran over again. Weibo just was like, oh, we'll just stop messing around. Because realistically, I felt like they were kind of messing around the first game, see if they could win with this goofy Nidalee garbage. I don't care how good you are, Tarzan. I think that champ. Personally, I think it has no place ever in pro play unless it's specifically very good in the meta. I just think as cool as it can be, it's I'd always rather have a Sejuani or a Vi on my team. I don't even like Vi that much. But yeah, goodbye, Fnatic. You just never really improved your issues. It felt like always made the same mistakes no matter what. And there's nothing else really to be said. So final one, Team Liquid versus GAM Esports. Team Liquid, I would have freaked out if they lost this series because, man, God, Impact. Just, this is exactly what I worried about, was Kiaya is the only competent player on that team. I'm a little tired, man. I shouldn't have gotten up at 8 to watch. Anyways, yeah, and I mean, man, GAM is just not that good compared to Team Liquid, and you could really see it in games 2 and 3 where GAM just got destroyed. They lost by 19 kills, and then they lost by 12 kills in the next game. Team Liquid just figured, they kind of just realized, no, this team actually is just bad. We don't need to psych ourselves out. I mean, GAM almost threw that game that they should have easily won. That turned into a 40-minute fiesta, and it should have been over at 25 minutes. And Team Liquid made sure to end them in a combined 52 minutes in the next 2 games. So yeah, short recap. Just giving my thoughts. I don't have much thoughts. Went 5-1 on predictions for this stage, just besides G2 disappointing me brutally. And yeah, subscribe please. I'm very tired.